Good morning once again, and welcome to our class for today. Today we are looking at the last chapter, what we call emerging issues and trends in strategic purchasing and supplies. We are going to look at emerging trends and issues in strategic purchasing and supplies. And this is our last chapter. Today we are finishing the syllabus. Yes, morning Damaris. Ana ametoka, Ana ameenda wapi? Yes, morning. Good morning Damaris. Where is Ann? Ametoka? We shall start with the emerging issues. Let us start with the emerging issues. And the emerging issues, these are challenges. We shall start with the challenges. Some of the challenges facing us as we try to implement strategic concepts in our purchasing and supplies function, what is working and what is not working. That is what we shall start with today. And number one, we are going to start with risk management. This is a big problem, a big challenge affecting the concept of strategic purchasing and supplies. Risk management. Risk is always a key concern for procurement, with the primary focus on suppliers' financial status, followed by health and safety and industry practices. It is no longer good enough to simply engage with your Tier 1 suppliers. Emphasis needs to be paid to controlling the approach taken with Tier 2 suppliers and ensuring that the necessary obligations are passed down to subcontractors. That's the first challenge we are going to look at. One of the threats affecting strategic purchasing and supplies. We are calling this risk management, especially in the area of engaging with the suppliers. When we are procuring, when we are acquiring raw materials, our suppliers pose a great risk to us as organizations, especially the Tier 2 and the Tier 3 suppliers. This has become a big challenge for organizations. Efficient management of the relationship with the supplier is a main challenge for us as organizations. This is what we are calling suppliers' financial status. Remember, the financial status of our suppliers will affect their ability to deliver to the organization. Therefore, an organization will not achieve its strategic objectives if we have delays in delivery of supplies, late delivery of supplies. That will negatively affect the overall performance of the organization. That's the first challenge affecting strategic purchasing and supplies. Let us go to the second point. Umeongelesha Ann? Second point, reputation and brand image. Second point is reputation and brand image. Oh, she has a problem with the network, eh? Oh, okay, okay. Let us go to the second point, reputation and brand image. It's not difficult to recall allegations of child labor in overseas organizations, overseas supply chain of certain retail brands, or issues around modern slavery both at home and abroad. The knock-on effect can be disruption to brand and public image, and ultimately an impact on profitability. Yeah, we are looking at the reputation and the brand image of the organization. What is the reputation and brand image of the organization? How do customers view the organization? How do customers view the company? And therefore, we are told issues such as the use of child labor and modern slavery, employees working under inhumane conditions. This can negatively affect the strategic performance of organizations. Customers are curious. As an organization, where do you buy your raw materials? Who are your suppliers? Are you dealing with companies that are exploiting employees or making use of child labor? If this affects you, then you have a problem implementing your strategic plans and objectives, and you will not achieve them. You want to increase sales, you want to have more profits, it will not happen. Customers will avoid your products if they discover that you are taking advantage of children and your labor practices are not okay. Or issues such as gender-based violence. All that will negatively affect you as an organization. You can remember the same case affected Kakuzi. Sometime last year, there were allegations that there was a lot of gender-based violence and sexual molestation of women at Kakuzi. Hapa iko hapa Murang'a ukienda Thika. And this negatively affected the company. Some of the company's major suppliers in Europe, they canceled their orders with Kakuzi. And this negatively affected the financial performance of the company. That's what we are calling reputation and brand image. Reputation and brand image. Number 3, CSR. CSR. CSR, this is corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility, CSR. CSR. Organizations want to deal with partners who practice corporate social responsibility. As a buying organization, you want to engage suppliers who also practice corporate social responsibility. So this is becoming a challenge. As a company, your customers want you to practice corporate social responsibility. So now you are forced to deal. And this is becoming a big challenge as an organization for you to find suppliers who are also doing corporate social responsibility. It's becoming a challenge. Remember, we have one tire supplier, two tire supplier, three tire supplier. Now, if you have to deal with only people who follow the rule, that's a big challenge. This is a big challenge, a big issue that is affecting strategic purchasing and supplies. And this becomes a threat for the organization. The other one is becoming a customer of choice. This is where we are encouraged to use innovation. We are encouraged to use and embrace technology and innovation so that we can be attractive to our customers and other partners. That's what we are calling becoming a customer of choice. As an organization, you are dealing with the suppliers. What is your relationship with your suppliers? Are you friendly or not? What is your relationship with your stakeholders along the supply chain? Remember the supply chain and how big it is. How do you handle your other partners? Are they happy to do business with you as an organization? So we are encouraged to embrace innovation and technology. Nowadays, if we don't embrace innovation and technology, we will not be competitive in the market, and others will take our position. Other people in the market will take our position from us. So that's another challenge. Keeping up with this demand is a challenge. The other one, number 5, is Center of Excellence. Centers of Excellence. This is a challenge. Organizations are struggling to make sure that their supply chains are highly competitive in the marketplace for the benefit of everybody. Centers of Excellence. This is where we make sure that our entire supply chain is 100% efficient and effective so that it can give us the results we are looking for. This is a big challenge. Organizations spend a lot of money and time and manpower, and it becomes expensive for organizations to ensure that they are centers of excellence. It's highly, highly competitive. And lastly, number 6, we have stakeholder engagement. Stakeholders engagement. It has become a challenge for organizations to communicate and collaborate with various important stakeholders appropriately. This is what we are calling stakeholder engagement. The shareholders, customers, suppliers, the community. This is also another big challenge facing strategic purchasing and surprise, stakeholder engagement. It's not easy. It's not easy to engage and satisfy the needs of everybody. It calls for spirited effort and a lot of sacrifice and investment in resources, manpower, and a lot of money will be spent. So this is another challenge affecting the concept of strategic management and surprise. Remember, this is our last chapter. We are looking at emerging issues and trends. Remember, emerging issues are more to the negative. These are negative things that are coming up in the market and they are affecting strategic purchasing and surprise. I've given you 6 points. Now, before we go to the last thing, emerging trends. Now, remember, trends are positive. Trends, these are positive things happening in the market and they are positively influencing our organizations. Before we go to the trends, I want you to add another 2 issues negatively affecting strategic management. I will give you 5 minutes. You tell us, you're going to do a presentation, you tell us 2 points that are negatively affecting strategic purchasing and surprise. Are we together? Anne, Damaris. Are we on the same page? Are we together, Anne? Damaris, 5 minutes. We do a presentation in class. The question is, you give us 2 emerging issues. These are emerging things that are negatively affecting strategic purchasing and surprise. I've given you 6 points. The things that are negatively affecting the strategic purchasing concept in Kenya. So come up with another 2 points. This topic is more of open-ended. We have so many points. So you have 5 minutes, you give me another 2 points, and we discuss them in class. You do a presentation, tell us what it is and how it is affecting strategic purchasing and surprise. Tuko pamoja, Damaris and Anne. 5 minutes. Anna uko sawa? Damaris pia uko sawa, eh? Yes, 5 minutes, work on that. Then you do the presentation, eh? You switch on your video and your audio and you talk, you present, eh? Today you are going to be the teachers. Leo nitakuwa mwanafunzi. Okay, 5 minutes. Are we ready for the presentation? And Damaris, we have said 2 points each. Each 2 points, 2 points. And are you ready? Damaris, I can see you have given us 1 point. One more to go. Are we ready for the presentation? Ruth, internet yangu ilikuwa imenisumbua eh? Who is selected to do the presentation? Anne? Okay, yes, Damaris, nimepata yako eh? Yeah. It's okay eh? Na Ann, hebu ongelesha Ann ujue amefika wapi? Okay, type. Okay, yes, it's okay. Risk mitigation, that's an issue. Long process cycle. Here we are looking at the procurement cycle, a very long procurement cycle, and this is going to affect our strategic purchasing and technology. Yeah, all companies must embrace technology. You cannot avoid this. And so this is a challenge. Some companies are finding it hard to embrace this technology. Let us go to the last thing. Emerging trends in strategic purchasing and supplies. Emerging trends in strategic purchasing and supplies. This is the last thing. Let us look at the 5 emerging trends affecting now positively. These are positive impacts. Factors in the market positively affecting strategic purchasing and supplies. Number 1, we have outsourcing, Western outsourcing. This is where nowadays companies have the opportunity to form a more permanent bond between themselves and their suppliers. Western outsourcing. An organization has the option of making the decision of whether to make something inside or outside. Make or buy decision. This is what we call the make or buy decision. As an organization, do we continue manufacturing various items in-house or we do outsourcing? We buy those items from outside the organization. That's what we call Western outsourcing. And a very good example is the option whether to buy and build your own office premises or factories, or you lease. That is make or buy decision. Do you buy a piece of land and build a factory, or you go and lease a factory? Buy or make decision. This has also extended to vehicles and machinery. As an organization, do you buy your own vehicles, or you lease from a third party and you pay monthly installments? Lease or make or buy decision. We call that outsourcing. This is something positive, and it is positively contributing towards strategic purchasing and surprise. If you have limited capital and you want to start a business, that's not a problem. You can lease office space, lease manufacturing premises, lease and hire vehicles and the machinery, and you will be in business. So that is a positive trend in strategic purchasing and surprise. This is part of what we call radical collaboration between organizations and their suppliers and stakeholders. We call that radical collaboration. Another something positive, digitization of purchasing and supply chain management. Digitization. Nowadays, everything is going digital. This is where we use the internet. If you want to source for suppliers, you don't have to do the physical visits. You don't have to travel physically. You just pick your computer, your laptop, and you have access to a list of potential suppliers. Even once you start managing and engaging your suppliers, you do that electronically using systems and softwares, what we call ERP systems. So that is something positive, shaping strategic purchasing and surprise. As an organization, we will be in a better position to implement our strategic purchasing objectives because we will reduce cost. When we use the ERP systems, we reduce cost, we reduce delays, and this will contribute positively to our strategic purchasing objectives. That's another something positive. Another trend in strategic purchasing and surprise is what we call globalization. Globalization. This is something positive. The opening up of the market to global players. This is something positively impacting strategic purchasing. As an organization, you want to reduce costs. You want to increase profits. This is possible through globalization because you will be able to buy cheaper raw materials in the international market. You buy better quality in the international market. One of your strategic objectives might be to increase the quality of your finished products. To achieve this, you need to buy raw materials of the highest quality. And this may not be available in your own home country. But within globalization, this is possible. So those are the major trends in strategic purchasing and surprise. Anyone with a question? Any question?